Hi there, Steve Thurman here with Medigap Tennessee, your source for Medicare Supplemental, Medicare Advantage, prescription drug, and dental plans in Tennessee. Today I'm going to talk about Medicare Advantage plans and how to properly choose the best plan for you and your specific needs. Whether you're just aging into Medicare and have decided that a Medicare Advantage plan is right for you, or whether you currently have a Medicare Advantage plan and just want to change plans during AEP, the annual election period of October 15th through December 7th. This video will give you the information you need in order to make the best choice from the Medicare Advantage plans available to you. Now, I've covered the pros and cons of Medicare Advantage plans at length in another video, so if you're still on the fence as to whether a Medicare Advantage plan is right for you, I suggest watching that video first. Just look for Medicare Advantage pros and cons under our Medigap Tennessee YouTube channel. But if you don't feel like watching any more videos and you just want some help choosing a plan, just give us a call and we'll walk you through the entire process. We're contracted with all of the companies that offer Medicare Advantage plans in Tennessee, so we can show you all of your options and help you choose the best plan for your specific needs. In this video, I'm assuming you've decided that you're going with a Medicare Advantage plan as opposed to keeping original Medicare and adding a Medicare Supplemental plan and a standalone prescription drug plan. I do recommend the latter over a Medicare Advantage plan, but a Medicare Advantage plan can be a good fit for some individuals. So if you've already made up your mind and you're set on a Medicare Advantage plan and just need some help deciding which specific plan and from which specific company to go with, this video will help you make that decision. Okay, full disclosure here. CMS, the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, does not let me tell you which plan that I think is the best, so I won't be telling you which plan to enroll into in this video. But what I will be doing is telling you what factors should weigh in the most when making your decision. Medicare Advantage plans vary from state to state, but in Tennessee there are 7 different companies that offer Medicare Advantage plans. Those companies are, in alphabetical order, Aetna, Amerigroup, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cigna Health Spring, Humana, United Healthcare, and WellCare. Some of these companies only have a few Medicare Advantage plans to choose from, while others have multiple plans that can vary from county to county. Not every plan is the same in every county, so you want to be sure you're looking at the correct plan for the county in which you reside. Once you've narrowed down your choices to a few different plans from a few different companies, these next points I'm going to make should be the biggest factors to take into consideration when ultimately deciding on a plan to enroll into. I've listed them in order of their importance. Some points may be more important to you than others, but this is just a general perspective when taking a first glance at all of your options. Point 1. Prescription drug coverage. Not all Medicare Advantage plans include prescription drug coverage, but every company offers at least one plan that does include prescription drug coverage. Unless you're a veteran and get your medications from the VA at little to no cost, you want to go with a Medicare Advantage plan that does include prescription drug coverage. These plans are called MAPD plans, for Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans. Now, I list this point first simply because a lot of these plans have many subtle differences as far as premiums, copays, coinsurance, networks, etc. But these plans can have very different drug formularies and drug copay amounts from company to company and from plan to plan. Because of this fact, choosing a plan with a drug formulary that doesn't cover your specific medications can be a very costly mistake. Obviously, it won't matter if you're not taking any serious medications or not taking any meds at all, but if you're on any serious medications, especially any brand name medications, it is crucial that you make sure the Medicare Advantage plan's drug formulary covers your specific medications. Not doing so will not only cause you a serious headache when trying to get an exception for your meds, but could also cost you a small fortune each year, as you may end up paying full price for a specific medication that isn't covered under the plan's drug formulary. So the first thing that should narrow your search for a plan is making sure your specific medications are covered under that Medicare Advantage plan's drug formulary. A few other things to be mindful of in this regard is whether your drugs require prior authorization from the plan or whether they have any limitations for being filled on an ongoing basis. Your drugs might be listed in the plan's drug formulary, but also might require your doctor to submit paperwork to the plan in order to get them prescribed and covered when you have them filled at your pharmacy of choice. Phone calls and paperwork are not fun when you just need your meds filled. Point number 2, networks. All Medicare Advantage plans have networks to deal with. Yes, even the PPO plans. If you have a current doctor that you want to stay with, it's very important to make sure that your doctor accepts the Medicare Advantage plan that you're interested in, regardless of whether it's an HMO plan or a PPO plan. Not doing so will force you to choose another doctor if your current doctor doesn't accept the plan you want to enroll into, or you'll just have to pay full price to see the current doctor of choice. This also goes for your specialists and your hospital of choice. Now, you may have heard that you can see any doctor you'd like with a PPO Medicare Advantage plan. Well, that's partially true. PPO stands for Preferred Provider Organization. With the PPO plan, you can go outside of network to see other doctors, but what you might not be aware of is that if you do go outside of your PPO network, you may pay up to 50% more for your services. And furthermore, it's up to the doctor as to whether they want to accept your PPO Medicare Advantage plan as payment. It's their decision, not yours. The best rule of thumb is to make sure your primary care doctor, your specialists, and your hospital of choice accepts the Medicare Advantage plan you're interested in, regardless of whether it's an HMO plan or a PPO plan. This will just save you a lot of frustration, phone calls, and paperwork down the road. Point number 3, costs. All Medicare Advantage plans have ongoing out-of-pocket costs. This is one of the main differences between Medicare Advantage plans and Medicare Supplemental plans. Now, there are some zero premium plans that don't cost you anything extra on a monthly basis, but even those plans have ongoing costs like copays and coinsurance for specific services and procedures, as well as an annual maximum out-of-pocket figure to meet each year. Don't let the $0 per month price tag fool you. They always get their money one way or another. These ongoing out-of-pocket copays, coinsurance, and maximum out-of-pocket costs will vary from company to company and from plan to plan, but a lot of the comparable plans aren't that different in price when it comes to these ongoing out-of-pocket costs. You'll be looking at a minimal difference between these plans of $5 to $10 for doctor and specialist visit copays, and $20 to $50 difference in coinsurance costs for specific services and procedures. The one factor that can have a bigger impact is the annual maximum out-of-pocket figure between these different plans. Most, in fact, I think all of the zero premium plans currently available in the market have a $6,700 maximum out-of-pocket figure attached to them. Some of the plans that have an ongoing monthly premium do have lower maximum out-of-pocket figures, but the monthly premium price for these plans rarely justifies the savings. If you're considering a Medicare Advantage plan that does have a monthly ongoing premium, you're much better off spending a bit more for a Medicare Supplemental plan and putting yourself at much less financial risk for much better coverage. Point number 4, bells and whistles. So the entire point of having a Medicare Advantage plan is that you get extra protection, benefits, and bells and whistles with the plan that you wouldn't get from just having original Medicare. Just like my 3 previous points, these extra benefits are going to vary from company to company and from plan to plan. Most plans offer an extra allowance for glasses or contacts on a yearly or every 2 years basis. How much allowance varies from plan to plan. Some plans offer preventive dental benefits, but most of these plans have an ongoing monthly premium attached to them, and you're typically better off with just going with one of the zero premium plans and then adding a standalone dental plan that includes much better coverage and usually at a lower cost. A lot of the plans offer a free fitness or gym membership via Silver Sneakers or Silver and Fit. And this is a great perk that can help you keep active and in shape, as there are several locations that accept this benefit, like your local YMCA, most Curves Fitness, Anytime Fitness, and many others. It's usually not hard to find a location close to where you live that accepts Silver Sneakers or Silver and Fit. As far as extras, in my opinion, the maximum out-of-pocket figure is the best extra protection that comes with the Medicare Advantage plan. It may have sounded like I was speaking disparagingly about it earlier, but it's actually a great added feature that you wouldn't get if you had just original Medicare. If you have just original Medicare as your only coverage, you are responsible for 20% of all medical costs, and there is no limit or cap on that 20%. With the built-in maximum out-of-pocket figure that comes with Medicare Advantage plans, you at least have a cap on the financial risk you can incur on a yearly basis. As mentioned earlier, most Medicare Advantage plans have a yearly maximum out-of-pocket cost of $6,700. So you know no matter what happens during the year, the most you'll have to pay out of your pocket during any given year is that $6,700 figure. It's very easy to run up a large hospital bill in the event of a catastrophic situation, or even if you just spend a few days in the hospital. If you had just original Medicare as your only coverage, you could be on the hook for a $100,000 hospital bill that you'd have to pay $20,000 of. With the Medicare Advantage plan, you'd only have to pay $6,700 in that exact same scenario. So for that reason alone, Medicare Advantage plans are certainly better than having just original Medicare as your only source of coverage. There are a few other benefits here and there that vary from plan to plan, but these are some of the main ones that might make a difference in your final choice. Point number 5, plan star ratings. Every Medicare Advantage plan has a star rating from 1 to 5, 1 being the worst rating and 5 being the best. These ratings come from CMS, the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, and are based on many different factors. Remember, Medicare Advantage plans are managed healthcare plans, so the star ratings rate each plan by how well it manages their members' healthcare. A plan's star rating is impacted by many things like keeping its members healthy, managing chronic and long-term conditions, the member's experience with the plan, member complaints, customer service, drug customer service, drug safety, and drug pricing. These star ratings can have a heavy impact on a company's plan, as a plan that continues to have a low star rating like a 1 or a 2 can face corrective action from CMS or be removed from the market altogether. Most of the plans in Tennessee are 2.5 to 3.5 star rated plans. There are a couple of 4-star rated plans, but there is no 5-star rated Medicare Advantage plan in Tennessee at this time. That being said, star ratings are something to keep in mind when you're choosing a plan, but not something that will have a drastic effect on you if you're mindful of the above 4 points we've already discussed. Personally speaking, I have clients that are on a 2.5-star rated plan that absolutely love their plan, and I've also moved clients from a 4-star rated plan because they hated it. It truly is subjective, and I think those that don't like their plan, no matter its rating, didn't have a good agent to guide them in the enrollment process and cover some of these main points we've discussed in order to avoid a bad experience. Don't let that happen to you. Just give us a call and we'll walk you through the entire process and show you all of the options available to you in your specific market so that you can choose the best Medicare Advantage plan for your specific needs. Remember, Medicare doesn't cover everything, so just give us a call at 1-800-431-5431 and let us help you zap the gap.